Howdy folks, this is Van 073 here. I'm cruising land. I'm eastbound and loaded up and trucking. And I'd like to welcome you to this episode of our Fossil Fighters Vivosaur Runthrough, which does include some that have redesigns in Fossil Fighters Frontier. Enjoy, folks. That one's China, and the other one is indeed USA. Yeah, so that's the USA one I got in the original game.
That makes some sense.
The frills gave this dinosaur a stylish edge, but the crest itself could have been used to mating calls or something like that, because it's believed, like Parasaurolophus, to be hollow. So, could be mating call, we don't know. Anything's possible.
And it's possible. So the next one is Spinosaurus.
Now, this one is in Frontier. And the closest one to the one in the original is actually Spino S2, which is Captain Striker's personal Spinosaurus. Although there is obviously a normal Spino as well. But characterized by a large fan-like fin on its back end. Like, we mean large, we couldn't even really put it in the video, literally in this frame size thing, it's that big. Height-wise, maybe, but barely.
What?
Length, you gotta be dreaming.
What, for the frill itself?
The spine. Have a look. The length,
the sail, you'd cover the whole fucking thing, and have room to spare to cover
in the composition of the thing. You'd be lucky if you got like, that much in the video.
Yeah,
it's fucking huge.
It's big. It's big. So, what
considering, well, in height-wise, the tallest spine on his thing. It wouldn't even fit at the top of the screen, probably. Top of the video frame there. From the ground, which is probably, give or take, 2 feet below... Oh, actually, probably more than that inside their waist. So probably 2.5 feet below the camera. And as you can see how far up that pan view is at the top of that Skylander, I suppose, which is, give or take... So, 6'7", something like that. I'm probably wrong, but... The tallest spine is a lot longer than that. I'd reckon it'd reach a bit taller than that. I'd say nearly to the top of my wardrobe doors there, which you can actually see in the other side of the frame in the top right hand corner. But anyway,
that.
Yeah, the right hand up there.
Me.
Anyway,
too high.
So yeah.
Right.
On to the next one, which actually also features an almost identical design.
Or the Irritator.
And it has an almost identical design too between the two games. Slight redesign. With a snout like a crocodile's, this dinosaur ate meat and fish. So technically speaking, it's not exclusively a carnivore or a piscivore. It's actually both. So you can't. So yeah.
Carnivore / piscivore. I don't care.
It's about 26 feet long. The Cretaceous lived in Brazil. Oh, yes. And Spinosaurus is actually much bigger, which I forgot to mention. It's about 42 feet long. And also lived in the Cretaceous.
Suchomimus, crocodile mimic.
Oh, yes. And Gatorama, or Irritator as it's known, probably more so outside the game, and is more well known now, means to irritate. Just to clarify. And Suchomimus is crocodile mimic. Sucho being probably the genus or something for crocodiles, I'd imagine. Because I know Mimus is mimic. And of course, lots of little fangs fill this creature's large mouth. And it's about 36 feet long, and at least a good 1.5 to 2 meters. That's its skull. Anyway,
big boy.
Oh yeah, lived in the Cretaceous, and it also had a redesign as well. It became green.
It went from an alligator to a crocodile. Alright.
Anyway, on to the next one. Which doesn't feature in Frontier.
The
Baryonyx.
Or Heavy Claw.
It's about 26 feet long in the Cretaceous, and the large frontals may have been used to catch fish. And from a lot of depictions you see of Baryonyx, that's more likely exactly what it did. Besides, probably obviously the odd bit of meat in amongst that, if it ever did. Though, obviously we can't confirm because we can't time travel, but...
Who knows with him?
Yes.
Ceratosaurus.
Ceratosaurus, which
Horned
also is
lizard.
in here, which also has a redesign plus a variation. Characterized by 3 horns on the head and a long tail. About 19 feet long, lived in the Jurassic. Go back a little bit further this time. He had a redesign and a variation added in Fossil Fighters Frontier, which again we'll cover in another video, but...
Carnotaurus, meat-eating bull.
Yep. Carno coming from carnivore, and Taurus meaning bull. Which could also be a reference to the star sign too. But, you know.
More than likely, yes.
And it's recognized by 2 small arms and 2 horns above its eyes. Now, as to exactly how long those horns were, well, that's only a guess. But it was about 26 feet long, within the Cretaceous, and obviously, seeing its name as Carno, of course, it's a carnivore. I mean.
That's where half the name comes from. Ornithomimus, bird mimic.
Yeah.
Just slowly starting to get through them, eh?
Well, the Vivosaur number 40, would you believe? Listing by numerical in the game.
Yeah, it's going to take forever to get through them all.
Known for a long bird-like neck and head and long fingers. It's about 10 feet long. Give or take would have been a little bit taller than the average human, who's around about 5'9", 5'10", so it probably would have been 6'4", something like that, height-wise. Possibly could have been taller. It lived in the Cretaceous, was actually an omnivore.
Apparently.
So, yeah.
Next one is Oviraptor. Oh, wait, that's not him yet.
Dinocheirus.
It's Dinocheirus, which is terrible hand.
Yes, which is a slight variation to Deinonychus. Now, known to have had extremely long arms and large nails. Now, the game station's length is unknown, but I think I read somewhere that it was in the mid-20s, give or take. Mid-20 foot, something like that. But that's only a guess.
Not exactly 100%.
And again, it's an omnivore, and it's actually part of the Segnosaur family, which are very odd dinosaurs when you look at their features. It lived in the Cretaceous and in Mongolia. That may pay homage to its little bit of uniqueness. Then again. Now on to... Ooh. Well, seeing you said Oviraptor before, let's do it.
Egg thief.
From ovum, meaning egg, and raptor meaning thief. And a long-armed dinosaur with a notable head crest. Now, there is speculation that crest may have been gender-specific, or larger in one gender than the other. There is evidence to support both, although they're still not quite entirely sure, although I could be wrong. And it was give or take about 6 feet long, an omnivore. Still couldn't really call it a carnivore or herbivore considering it's egg thief and would have probably more likely eaten those eggs.
It's actually unknown whether it stole the eggs and ate them or...
Well, considering its name is egg thief, you would have to think it stole them at least.
Ate them, yeah.
And it lived in the Cretaceous in Mongolia.
Therizinosaurus.
Yeah, this one is in Frontier.
Reaping lizard.
It's a massive ass redesign.
Yeah, it looks a little bit better in the new one.
Oh yeah, more streamlined as well. Long arms and nails may have been used for digging. It's 33 feet long, so it makes it the biggest of the Segnosaur family. I don't give it my impact, that's give or take 33 feet. It's an herbivore, apparently. Lived in the Cretaceous and in Kazakhstan. Now, the claws would have been something, you know, there's virtually maybe good meter, and that's not quite a meter, I'm aware, folks, but yeah, good meter and a half long, something like that. Same with Segnosaurus, which is actually coming up soon-ish, but yeah, so they reckon it could be used for digging over termite nests, hunting fish, whatever, we don't entirely know. And it's from, and the Therizino is from well, actually from Xeno, or yeah, it is Xeno, meaning reaping, rebirth, along those lines. Although the frontier description, just to throw it in there, the Vivosaur known as the Scythe Lizard for its sharp sickle-like claws. So again, leaning towards reaping, because we generally picture the Grim Reaper with a scythe. So okay, on to one that actually is in Frontier, which actually has almost identical design, save for its variation.
Brachiosaurus, arm lizard.
And it does have a variation in Frontier, which is a different coloration as well as a thing, which actually depends on where it actually is from. But this bizarre dinosaur had nostrils on top of its head, which actually led paleontologists and scientists to believe that it actually lived in the water, which, to be honest, would actually be a load of baloney, because if it were to live in the water, the immense pressure on its ribcage would have actually killed it, more than likely. And the amount, and to hold itself up in the water, even though water obviously balances out thing due to buoyance, it would have been a hell of a lot to balance out. Considering Brachiosaurus is roughly 83 feet long, that was evidently an herbivore, it's a sauropod. Lived in the Jurassic. And its most common area that I reference is generally Tanzania, but more also pretty common in America. So that is the USA.
Great USA. Saltosaurus, or the lizard from Salto.
Which is not in Frontier. It featured thick skin along the spine, almost like arms, so very, very, very thick. Which that could actually have been a part of the naming as well as where it was found. Yeah, it's about 39 feet long, so it makes it one of the shorter sauropods, as far as that's concerned. Obviously, they're all herbivores, so we don't really need to state that. It was found in Argentina, so that may also be part of its thing as to defend against Giganotosaurus, or its earlier, or should I say, ancestors. So that could have been the thing.
Found what we need. Shunosaurus. Shoe lizard.
Now that shoe is about SHU, and it's the place in China where it was discovered. Characterized by 4 spikes on its long tail. Now whether those spikes are actually being found in real life, I cannot confirm, nor can I deny it, but yeah, it's about 49 feet long, so that's probably a little shorter than average, I would suggest, at a guess. Again, like most sauropods, it's in the Cretaceous. Jurassic. Some actually are in the Cretaceous, but they're very late ones. Then this one in the game, just to throw it out there, actually looks like it's snoozing.
That's what it's making me do at the moment. Supersaurus.
Okay, now, this one and the next one, so we'll have to cover these at the same time because they're going to tie into each other. Now, Perso is actually not, it's just the game name they use, which I think is it could be Latin or Greek, meaning super, so it's Supersaurus, meaning super lizard. And this is going to be a pain in the ass here, because the game states it's roughly 107 feet long, and Seismosaurus is about 114, which would mean lizard of the earth, or earthquake lizard, or something along those lines. Now, the description of Perso is surrounded in mystery. This beast was at least 100 foot long, and for Seismo, a really big dinosaur with really short limbs. Go figure. Now, both herbivores both lived in the Jurassic and both in the USA. Now, Supersaurus and Seismosaurus are actually, as we said way earlier on in the video, nomina dubia, which is Latin for dubious names, or false names. Now, they're actually literally part of the Diplodocus family, so literally immediate relatives of the Diplodocus. Now, if what I've read to be true, which I think is Diplodocus longus, which is also a nomen dubium, dubious name, that would mean that Supersaurus and Seismosaurus are both just Diplodocus, or another genus of Diplodocus that has yet to either been officially described or has already been featured as Diplodocus holorum. So H-A-L-L. O-R-U-M. So they'll either fit under the dubious of Diplodocus longus or in true as Diplodocus holorum, or holorum, however you pronounce it, depending on where you come from. So yeah, they're just, the game has them as 7 runs, but really they're just a longer Diplodocus than what we represent as Diplodocus being around about 90 feet long, roughly.
It's a big guy.
Yeah. So it still maintains the Argentinosaurus, which is actually in front. Fossilized Frontier, which we'll cover in another video, should still be, to my knowledge, the longest dinosaur that's ever been discovered, and one of the heaviest, being at around about 100 tons, give or take. Just to throw that fact in there. Now, I think we cover both of those.
Apatosaurus, deceptive lizard.
Now this thing looks really, really weird, if you actually have seen the in-game thing, folks. I think it's the way they designed its tail and it actually hinges to its name, meaning deceptive lizard.
Possibly. But
it was originally mistaken for Brontosaurus, which means thunder lizard.
Completely different. Completely different. I gotta go. I got something I gotta do.
Well, I'll just keep going while you do that then.
Yep.
Okay, so Apatosaurus, deceptive lizard, which is different from Brontosaurus, meaning thunder lizard. Although, in the technicality, because the first recorded and officially recognized name was actually Brontosaurus, that name had to actually stay as the active name for the dinosaur. Screwy laws of physics and that, I say, but yeah, so it's about 81 feet long, believed to have had stood on its hind legs to reach hollows. Now, that would probably be possible for all sauropods, particularly the protosauropods from the Triassic, like Plateosaurus. So, yeah, it's sort of interesting. Okay, on to Amargasaurus, who does get a redesign, or a slight redesign in Frontier, which means La Amarga Lizard. The spiky head makes her a unique monster-like appearance. Different, about 29 feet long, so again it's one of the shorter sauropods. This one was actually in the Cretaceous, this is one of the later ones. It was also found in Argentina. Now we have Stegosaurus, which actually I shall cover here. I wish AeroD would hurry up, but anyway. I'll just keep going nonetheless. Stegosaurus. Uniquely shaped with backbone plates and a spiked tail. Now, I'd hate to be on the receiving end of that. Spikes were, something like that long, roughly. It means roofed lizard. So it's about 29 feet long, so that's probably the biggest of the species, or one of the biggest. It could actually be other stegosaurs we don't know about. Because at the time of this video, these are correct to the game, and the ones that we know about. So, and of course, they're really in the Jurassic. It's pretty basic stuff for Stego. Big spikes. Okay, so that was the episode of our Puzzle Fighters Run Through for the Vivosaurs. That was name is. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment below as well if there's something else you might want us to do a run through of. And as always, hit that subscribe button for more content, and and for my good buddy AeroD13, who's flown out, this is Vivosaur smoking those tires, and I'm westbound and down with 18 wheels rolling, and signing off.